Today we're going to be highlighting two cards that look like they might have been specifically designed for one another, and I am actually pretty disappointed I didn't see this sooner. That's right, guys. Today we've got a two-card combination that looks like a match made in heaven, and I don't know why I didn't see this, because I guess I just haven't played Teferi in a long time, but this basically resolves around Teferi and Caretaker's talent. I mean, these two cards, like I said, they go hand in hand. They fit like a glove because Teferi wants to create these spirit tokens that are going to grow every single time we draw a card. And what does Caretaker want? It wants tokens to hit the battlefield in order for us to draw cards. So it's a very perfect synergy to create absolutely massive threats on the field very quickly, because Teferi creates the token, it creates the card draw, which then grows both the Teferi and the token. We can make copies of the token off of the talent to make even more tokens, so on and so forth. And the loyalty on the Teferi is always going to be going up because we're drawing so many cards that we can just keep spitting out more spirit tokens. So it's a lot of fun, and this deck does look very familiar to the last deck we posted yesterday. It's very similar in its idea to get, controlling the board state a really long time, and then obviously winning throughout the game with your tokens from Teferi, but also your land tokens. We've also got this other idea here with the Horn Lockwheel, obviously getting that down late in the game. You could always copy it with 3 steps ahead and win the game that way as well. So this deck does open up a lot more than the Orzhov deck had, because the blue just opens up a lot more token ideas and things like Season of Weaving. This thing can copy creatures and tokens. It can bounce all the opponent's things, draw you a bunch of cards, leaving all of your tokens intact on the board still to win the game. This was really clutch in one of our late games. So blue does open up a bigger dynamic than the Orzhov, I believe, did, as far as how many win cons you can pull off with this. I will say Orzhov offered a little bit more life gain and potential removal, but today we're trying to do it with Not On My Watch against those mono red players, and No More Lies has been really helpful too for extra counters later in the game for when the opponent's trying to take out your Teferis and whatnot. I will say we got a lot of weird matchups today on our way to Mythic. I expected to see a lot more mono red with the Not On My Watch and bouncing things with the Locked Whale. Both of these cards require the opponent to attack into you, and then you can go ahead and instant speed remove them off the field in a very clean way. Didn't see a lot of mono red today at all. So enjoyed this one, guys. Weird matchups. We had to kind of finagle our way into Mythic, but we got it done, man. So enjoy. We'll see you at the end. Peace out. All right, guys, before we jump into this video all the way, I just wanted to say this is my son Parker, and we did just drop a brand new video over on our other channel called Drop In Duo, where we normally play, some Fortnite and games like that, but we did something a little different this time. Ghost hunting. Yeah, what was the game called again? Phantom Investigation. So we played Phantom Investigation, which is a scary game within Fortnite. We were going ghost hunting. It was a lot of fun, a lot of funny moments, but be sure to check it out and support the channel, guys. We'll leave the link in the description below. Thanks. Peace. All right, guys, today the Mythic run starts now. I'm really excited because today's deck list is a lot like yesterday's. It's very similar to the one we put out yesterday, but there's this, adding in blue and taking out the black gives this deck so much more of a dynamic to work with, because it's got things like Teferi teaming up with the Caretaker's talent, and it's already been so incredible. I love that combination so much. And do we have some proper lizards here? We do. Proper lizards. All right, we're definitely taking care of that early because of the implications of like Fabled Passage coming down next turn and bleeding us out. Got some early game removal here, so that's nice. I could also counter something again. Maybe if it's the 3-drop lizard, the Outlaw dependent lizard, we can counter that. Whatever. Okay, yeah, that's something we can take care of. We'll just keep taking the 2 damage from the hired claw for now. A lot of counter magic we're playing here, which is kind of cool. Fountain Port. All right, almost to the Teferi. Not On My Watch is the only play I really have here, unless I just want to create a token to block, but I'm still taking 1 damage for that. Result would be the same. That's the card I was talking about wanting to counter there. I couldn't have countered it anyways because of the Cavern of Souls being played that turn, but definitely taking care of that now. All right, Jasper Flint is the only play they have on the field at the moment. Teferi can create a token, which is cool, but Doesn't protect itself super well. Oh, that's fun though. That's really fun. All right, we got the Teferi with the Caretaker's talent in hand. This is some good news, man, because next turn I could create the token with Teferi and then copy it immediately with the Caretaker's talent. Or they could shock the token and run over Teferi here. That's also another possibility. That's also a possibility. But hey, they're not attacking my face, so that's cool. We can try it again. Hopefully there's no other shock.
We'll have to try again.
Hopefully no other shocks here on this next move. That's nice. Maybe I should do that. You know what? I am going to do that so I can protect the Teferi a little bit better. Not to mention, if we get another land here, I could just go Teferi, create a token, Caretaker's talent, copy it if I want to. I don't even necessarily have to though, because it's not going to draw us an extra card. What does that do? Brings back a bat from the graveyard? A lizard? Okay. Not on my watch, bub. All right, here's what we take over the game, it feels like. It feels like we finally made it to the point of the game where we start taking over here. Teferi plus Caretaker's Talent's got to be one of the coolest 2-card combos I've ever seen.
Nice to see a familiar face.
I don't know why it's taken me so long to figure this combo out. It's pretty incredible, to be honest. They both gain loyalty whenever tokens are created because we're drawing cards. Who would have thought? Such a synergy. Just got to keep working our way here to the White Sun's Twilight. That's going to be nice.
Nobody knows
more land. And let's see here. I could just swing through with my 5/5 and see if they want to make a block here. Something tells me we're pretty safe here, but I don't know. Do I want to? Let's see, 3, 4. I can do this for 4 and gain 4 and just get a couple tokens if I want to. Or I could counter the next thing, bounce something. I think I'm going to leave myself the option here. I don't like that they can steal 2 cards from me here, though. Oh, wow, they get a really good card. Cool. I can counter it, though. I actually hope they go for that. I can counter it for cheap, and we'll be good to go. It's not a lizard, so it doesn't have that protection from the Cavern of Souls. Good old Jasper Flint. That card... that's one card that when I see comes down really stresses me out, man. This card is, it's not even like amazing either. It's not like something that absolutely has to be handled, but when you're threatened with the idea of them stealing your cards, I don't know what it is about that. It stresses me out. All right, they do go for the whale. Easy money for us. I'm just gonna do this now. They took an hour for that turn, so I'm just gonna do it now so I can stop holding priority and let them go. I mean, Teferi and Caretaker's Talent absolutely locking down this game right now. It's really amazing. It's really amazing. We can just keep doing this over and over. All right. Caretaker's Talent again, maybe? Don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I do, man. Oh my god, this is so good. Okay, send in the whole gang. There it is, GG. See you next time, lizards. Oh, that was awesome. Love it. Love it. Well, that was interesting. That was the first time I think I've seen lizards in a little while, which is surprising. All right, like this hand a lot. Let's see what we can do with it. I may have too many Mirexes and Fountain Ports in this deck. I've thought about that a little bit, and it feels like that might be the case. Just because a lot of times we need double white or double blue, and could absorb that mana pretty quickly. Oh, they've got more than the amount of cards they're supposed to have. Come on. All right, we got the Caretaker's Talent down. I'm chill with that. There's no way this is attacking in as a 0, so we're not going to be able to exile it anyway. So we're okay for now. Looks like Sunfall is going to be relevant, I'm sure. probably gonna go for double blue on the Fabled Passage next turn. Thinning out the deck too is always a good idea. I've been really digging the Fabled Passages lately in these last two builds because I feel like it's been really good for just you know, running the 26 lands that you normally would run, but then on top of that you're able to just, you know, sack a couple of the lands, pull them straight out, and then that makes it a lot less likely you top deck into more lands later when you have enough, which is pretty cool. It prevents that flooding. Keep Harvest, getting them an extra land. They are really, really pumping up for something big here. Something tells me it's Calamity, which I'm really not excited about because I need something that can kill at instant speed. But the only thing I really have is, you know, mono red sort of things here, which, you know, not on my watch. That's not going to help us out too much. Yeah, I mean, it's coming down to this. The opponent could end up having it here. I could go with the Teferi and create a token and start growing my field, but if they have it and I don't have these two spells available to me, it could be a problem. But if they don't have it, then I'm just wasting time here. I don't think these two removal spells are very good against this deck, so I'm just gonna go ahead and press my game plan as hard as I can here.
Overly serious. Like, I've got eyes everywhere.
Gonna do what we can here. We don't have the type of removal, I don't think, for this deck, so we just gotta hope they don't have it. Gotta hope they don't have it. The good news is they have, you know, 90 cards almost in their deck, so the odds of them having what they need are a little slimmer, but not impossible. It basically comes down to, do they have the surprise, right? The surprise is going to drop down 2 creatures at one time, which is going to be the Calamity with something like Terror of the Peaks. They one-shot you, right? And that's why having things like Get Lost for this particular matchup would be pretty good. But we don't have that. We only have like reactive removal. Okay.
Mind is willing.
That sucks, but you know, I can live with it. Another one seems so fun, but I think I have to get rid of Terror of the Peaks, right? Yeah. Terror of the Peaks gotta go. All right, we're chilling. We got the Teferi next turn with 2 mana available to protect if we need to. They did have the Calamity. This was the deck that I thought it was. They just didn't have the surprise, which is good. Now, here's the problem though, right? Is it has haste. It's gonna hit us. That's fine. But if this is like another really big creature next turn, we have to allow them to copy it. Wait a minute. That might save us. Let me see. 4, 5. It does. That does save me a bit of a headache here. All right, we're just gonna sweep the board again. Let's go. We got out of that one, man. We are not built for that matchup, so I'm glad we got away with that one. Like I said, if we had taken away, let's just say, a couple of our reactive spells, like these are instant speed, don't get me wrong, but they're reactive to the creature attacking into you. You have to allow them to attack into you to cast these spells. And once the attack is done, we're pretty much cooked because they're going to create all those tokens of those creatures. And that's how you get one shot by a Terror of the Peaks. So getting rid of some of these for like a Get Lost could be a good answer to that. But if you want to run Get Lost over Not on My Watch, it's not going to be as good against mono red. So you just kind of have to pick and choose what you want to, you know, play against. All right, we made a little bit of adjustments towards the mana base. We took out one Mirex and one of the Fountain Ports. I felt like we just have too many double pips of blue and white that we need to constantly find. That it's been giving us a little bit of issues. So decided to just put a few more basics in the deck, and I think it will help a lot with the consistency of finding what we need. No More Lies here could be pretty good. Looks like we have life gain now. I've seen a lot of different deck lists today. Haven't seen mono red yet, which is strange. This actually might be a pretty good counter, believe it or not, because we got a sweeper, right? And we also have 2 more counters here. This is something that we can't deal with later once it's been resolved. The White Sun's Twilight can always sweep the board, right? So countering that is actually not a bad idea. There's also the 2-mana enchantment. Yeah, the Lunar Convocation. Yeah, that's got to go. It's the creatures I don't mind resolving at the moment. Like I said, White Sun's Twilight should be able to get the job done. I guess I should have went Mirrex there to give myself the opportunity to create a Might if they don't play anything, but... Nothing from the opponent, huh? Really? Really? All right, well, I'm gonna play Teferi and see what happens here. They don't have anything with haste, so might as well try to get this down and roll in here. Could have a kill spell for it though. Shieldred's Edict is definitely a thing.
Of the future, I will defend the past.
Get lost. Okay, I didn't expect that for some reason. I guess I should have.
Harder than it looks. Nice to see a familiar face.
Them not playing anything that last turn was kind of a tell that they, you know, are holding a lot of removal, which is pretty odd. All right, we got the whale. That's gonna be another alternate win con here of ours. Might be able to copy it a couple of times, you never know. Dang it, yeah, I'll counter it. I counter, draw. There we go, now we're talking. Shoot, I had to get rid of one of these though. Wow, I guess I have to. I know getting, gosh, the White Sun's Twilight's probably not gonna get very much play here, but it's just too good of a card in this matchup in case they do get a board presence brewing up here. Like that. Nice. Nice. Just going for the extra card draw here. Now we got the whale that can bounce back the cleric to their hand, or the top of their deck, I should say. That's annoying. They don't have black and white though to cast something from the graveyard. That's nice. Which means I probably should just take the damage here and just play the White Sun's Twilight to get rid of both that and the Zora line. Because if I bounce this back, I still have to deal with the Zora line because it's going to bring these back from the graveyard, and I can't have that. So we might as well take the damage here and just do a little reset here with the White Sun's Twilight. I ain't mad at it. 3, 6. Okay, we got 6. We'll be seeing ya. Yeah, I don't think Orzhov's life gain with the bats has much for us, to be honest. I think we're pretty good against them. Bitter Triumph was their last card in hand. Love that. Love that. Okay. Does get a little bit bigger, but you know what else gets bigger? My creatures. Let's go. You can't block these very well, can you? Why? See, can we just take a second here to acknowledge the fact that they just tapped all of our white and blue sources for that instead of tapping the colorless mana? I get it. The Mirrex and the Fountain Ports, they can create more tokens for us. That's lovely. But maybe tap 1 or 2 of them? That'd be cool, you know? Something like that. Good old auto tapper, man. Sometimes you just gotta be really careful and remember what kind of deck you're playing. These colorless lands, man, they really like to get you. All right, let's do this. They have enough blockers right now to get away with, oh, never mind. They're cooked. They're cooked. We'll see ya. GG's. Love the Season of Weaving, man. Such a good card. That's fine. They got poisoned out. Poison counters for the win. Who knew we were a toxic control deck? You know what I mean? The toxic control, man. It's so good when you get that backup win con. Love it. All right, guys. This is officially our game to get into Mythic. Let's close this thing out strong here. I think we'll play a game or two, obviously, into Mythic, but at least close out the diamond run here strong. Blue lands still have yet to see red, which is so surprising. I guess Sundays people just take the day off from playing red. Who knows? Discard. Sure. Okay, that's something I don't see every day, but I have seen before. Let me just one more time here. Equipped creature gets 2/2 and protection from blue and black. Oh, that's not good. Creatures gets protection from blue and black. Whatever equipped, I should have probably sent that back. Graveyard without paying its mana cost, but put it, wow, okay. That's not good for the hand that we have. That's not good for the hand that we have. They're gonna be popping off here now. Yep, do your thing, man. Wild. Surveil 2, mana value 2 or less from the graveyard without paying its mana cost. If that spell you put in your graveyard, exile instead. That's a lot of free spells, it seems like. This would be a really good time. I was gonna say this would be a really good time to find a not on my watch, you know what I mean? All right, so I could create a token here and just chump block the tiny bones, which is probably gonna be the play, but never mind, I gotta counter that. No hesitation there. Which means I will definitely be doing this. But then they're gonna get it, oh, they're gonna get to play it for free though. They just put it on top of their deck, they get the Surveil. Oh, did they put it on the bottom? They did. Cool. Protection from blue, man. That's crazy. So if I play my Teferi, they can get right through it too. I guess I could play Teferi and plus it. That's actually not a bad idea. That I can play Teferi and plus it. That'll you know, incentivize them to attack into Teferi, and it'll still have 5 loyalty, so you'll have 2 left, and I'm good to go. Love it. Love it, love it, love it.
Can't afford distractions.
All right. Now, here's the deal. Do we want to take 2 extra damage here? Because we are going to use this, right? We're going to send everybody back and draw more cards. But do I want to draw an extra card and take 2 more damage? I think I do.
I am here to laugh.
I guess creating a token wouldn't have been a bad idea, though, either. Probably should have done that now that I think about it. I was so dead set on drawing cards there. Okay. Shieldred's back down. Still looking for a bit of a solution here on that Shieldred other than sending it back. That's all I got though. Yeah, I'm playing with fire there a little bit, I can't lie, by doing all that extra drawing. All right, we knew that would happen. Thank goodness it does. They do put it back on top though. No surprise there. Let's get a Mirex token here. Sure. All right, we need to figure out an answer here though, because that Shieldred is coming back here. I think for now we just play the whale. Oh, Shieldred, Shieldred, what are we gonna do with you, man? I'd be pretty shocked if they don't play it. Maybe they're just trying to take care of the whale. Wow, they don't play the Shieldred. Interesting. Might as well send it back. We have no reason to take the 1 damage, and then put Shieldred into a lethal position for them, so I don't love that. Let's do this again. They clearly did not like when we played it the last time. talent. That's fine. I don't know why they're not prioritizing that Shieldred, but I'm very happy that they're not, because I have made a lot of errors around the Shieldred to where they could have killed me by now, I feel like. All right, let's get this down. We're looking at trying to close this thing out now. Oh, man. They might play the Shieldred now, but they're definitely going to block, you would think, right? Because they're not going to take the 12. I wouldn't imagine they would. Sunfall's, that's actually not bad. All right, they take the 12. We Sunfall the board. And we try to end this thing, man. Got to keep our cards in hand here because we don't want to get hit by the bandit. All right. That's game. That's game. The opponent has cooked themselves by playing that painful quandary. Wow, we did not deserve to get to Mythic. Not with this game. I made too many errors. Somehow we got away with this one. The opponent, you know, not playing that Shieldred enough. If they had played that Shieldred a lot earlier, we definitely wouldn't be in Mythic right now. Another thing though, I want to keep harping on this because it's kind of annoying the matchups we're getting here. If we run into mono red with, you know, the removal that we do have, it's a much more aggressive deck that wants to attack constantly into you, which opens up our removal and our instant speed magic so much more. And we just keep getting the matchups where you'd rather have get lost, you know what I mean? And it's a little annoying, but that happens sometimes. All right, we got a great hand and we are officially into Mythic, so let's see what happens here. This might be where all the red players are hanging out. I doubt it if they're down to 87. Yeah, I was gonna say this is not a red player. Red players are typically higher up on the percentile, but which is a shame. Our hand was good for red too. Okay, Aether Channeler. You don't see that every day. I love it though. I don't know what to expect. I'm gonna try to get this down before counter spells become a thing. And a Sphinx. Okay. Sunfall looking pretty good. Let's go fetch ourselves a blue here. All right. This is a weird matchup. I like it though. I like it. Opponent swings through. I want them to counter this. I really do. They don't. Okay. I was hoping they would have countered that because that would have opened up Sunfall a little bit more, but now I got to worry about those counter spells. Yeah, I can't afford to try anything too crazy here because they can just tempo us out with counters. All right. Not a lot we can do here. Another weird one. Who would have thought? Who would have thought, you know? The whale's actually not viable here at all. Teferi seems cool. Gosh. I can't keep taking this damage. It doesn't feel like that's a smart idea, man. Gosh, I'm about to get different removal put into our deck, man, because we are not seeing mono red at all.
Heard you needed a hero. Here I am. Knowledge.
Another caretaker's talent. Not ideal, man. I thought for a second there they were gonna flash in another one of these and I was cooked, but they didn't. I mean, it's pretty obvious the opponent's just holding on to counter spells. They're just trying to wait and see. So I try to take care of it. Or not. Or not. Guys, that has to be the luckiest break, dude. We have been getting lucky breaks. These matchups have been so strange, though. Let's be honest. Yeah, I mean, we swing through here, right? That's so wild, dude. Another game where I just don't feel like I really deserve the win, but I'll take it. The opponent just didn't play that right. They could have just hung out and they would have been fine. I'm telling you guys, I'm willing to put a lot of money on 4 of these cards being counterspells. And they just basically tapped out at the point where they could have won. That was very strange. They're just trying to gain control of that. It doesn't have haste though, right? That's fine. That's another flying threat. No flying threats, please. All right, gonna get a little risky here.
Knowledge is meditation.
All right, I want to hold open my counter spell and my bounce. Yeah, I'm gonna just pass the turn here. Counter, bounce. Yeah, we're chilling. We're chilling. Pass the turn. Gotta play this as safe as possible because we're down to 2. White Sun's Twilight to gain life is gonna be, I think, pretty key here. Okay, I thought maybe they were gonna attack into us and had some like draw triggers they were gonna hope to hit, but what's it gonna be, man? Nope. That's a big nah. That's a big nah, dog. GG's. Another game where, God, man, I don't know. That was a weird one. I'd never seen anyone play that deck before. That was very strange. I didn't have the answers. I wasn't prepared for it. How could you be when you never seen it before? You know what I mean? I mean, this card right here is just so good against us, especially because we can't react again with the removal spells that we do have, and the opponent could just sit back on those counters. And I didn't see any counters being cast, but I'm telling you guys, I bet you their whole hand, the way they were just non-reactive to anything, I bet you it was all counters. All right, I get to go first with a good hand against an aggro player. We'll see what happens. Something tells me this is gonna be some sort of soul tie, tempo, graveyard. Oh, we see Boros. They are matched up with their sleeves. That's good. At least we know we're not dealing with a liar. All right. Boros tokens? No, it's a nice little... finally, a creature that not on my watch was built to take out. Finally. It's about freaking time we got a matchup where our removal spells make sense. Okay, I'll counter that. I mean, we're looking good now. This is exactly what the doctor ordered, man. We needed this. I'm actually just gonna do this.
There is much the past can teach.
I'm gonna keep drawing cards here. That's fine. Doesn't have haste. Does not have haste. All right, we're gonna go grab some white sources here. I think I'll create a token now at this point and just hold my removal ready to go. Let's just see if the opponent wants to cast a couple shenanigan spells, a couple pump spells on the creature here. No?
Not backing down.
Recommission. All right. Fair enough. No mana available to them to sacrifice it right now. Oh, that's pretty fun. Yeah, I might have to actually cast that, believe it or not, because this thing deals 4 to this, and I really don't want to lose to Fairy. Like, losing to Fairy feels pretty bad here. Double white though, commitment on that. I guess we could bring up the token for 2 to block though if we need to. Yeah, let's draw a card. Let's see what we hit. Fountain Port.
I am here to learn.
So we're definitely getting 4 damage in here. All right, take care of that. And then we've got ourselves a token that can block for Teferi. I love that we finally got a matchup that, you know, kind of makes sense to what we've designed the deck to combat, you know what I mean? To a small extent. All right, I am curious though. So they're gonna take. Oh, I actually exiled them. Good. They don't have anything they can take, so that's not gonna work out, is it? I'm gonna keep drawing, man. I need to find like a Caretaker's Talent or something. Play defense. Gotta protect the fairy. This Inti can get bigger. They can exile cards and draw. Fun stuff. They bring back Recommission. We do got to be careful because, let me see. They're going to get a bunch of abilities eventually. Perfect. That'll work. Yeah, we really don't like this because it's going to make things really strange when the opponent is... Oh man, when they're pulling things back with really crazy abilities and then they start stacking those abilities onto these other creatures, it could get a little tricky. That's a good find, especially against the Phyrexian Dragon engine. Huge find. We're still looking though. Still looking for our Caretaker's Talent maybe. All right, there's the scoop. They didn't want to see anymore. I played that really slow. I probably could have got a little more aggressive with the Teferi tokens for sure, but I was deciding to play that a little bit slow because we were kind of dismantling their whole deck there with all of our removal. But yeah, man, that felt good. That was a good solid win right there. That's going to do it for me today, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Tomorrow, we'll be back again with something for you guys. I'm not sure what it's going to be yet. It might be like a top 5, top 10 sort of thing with the new cards coming out. I'm currently researching them now. I'm really excited about what I'm seeing. So we'll see if we get another video out for you guys tomorrow with that kind of stuff. Thank you for watching this one all the way through. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope, you found some value in it. Obviously, we didn't run into any matchups that I felt like were super preferable to how we built the deck, but we still had a lot of wins and we got into Mythic pretty easily. So I hope you guys, find some success with this sort of idea as well. Again, it was very similar to the Orzhov deck we posted yesterday, but hopefully, different enough that it excites you guys to try it out because blue does add a whole different dynamic to this thing. But anyways, I really enjoyed this one. Hope you did as well. I hope to see you on tomorrow's video, and huge last shout out to the Mardu Mob. If you guys don't know, the Mardu Mob is the membership program on the channel. So huge thank you and shout out to them for supporting this channel monetarily. It means a lot to me. I really greatly appreciate it. So thank you for that. And yeah, we'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.
Hit him 3 times like a hat trick. The name is Swayze, no Patrick. If you play him, then it's tragic. Hit him with the mythic, yeah, that's magic. Yeah, MTG, that's what you'll see if you like and subscribe. With the upload, man, all of the time. Coming with the best decks, this is the meta. This ain't cheap, yeah.